Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. After all these years, I'm finally ready to start making some real programming tutorials and stuff. Today's tutorial, we're going to be writing a simple little application in Delphi in order to basically encrypt messages so that you can privately send stuff to your friends and decrypt what they send back to you, which is also encrypted, etc., etc. So to start things off, you're going to need to start with a new project. So open Delphi, and then you're going to have a new project here. So click File, New, Windows VCL Application, Delphi, and you'll end up here on this screen, similar to where I'm at now. And it doesn't matter which IDE you're in, it's pretty much all the same. So the next thing you're going to need to do is install Lockbox. Now, and to get that, I highly recommend you visit my forum for the download link. It's totally free, so that's always a good thing, right? No having to fork out any dough. Once you have it, you'll be able to see it after you install it in your component palette. So, let me see if I can find where I put it. It is going to be right here. So once you have this, you're going to want to start designing your program. So for me, I just wanted to make this something really quick and easy and simple. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm going to grab me a group box, I guess. And I'm just going to throw it on here. And try to make this line up as best you can. I'm going to put this as the text to encrypt, and then I'm going to create a button, and that's going to go right here. I'm just going to kind of try to sketch that up as best as I can, and then the caption of this will be encrypt message. And then I'm going to put another button. So let's go ahead and line that up just right. And we're going to grab us another button to put here at the bottom of this. And we're going to say decrypt message. Alright, so now let's drag this down a little bit further and try to line that up with the other button. Give it a little bit of space here. Maybe we can copy this and paste it, pull it on down. Try to make them exactly the same because, I don't know, it's not exactly the best size. There we go. So now we have, at least something to kind of go on there. And I'm going to pull that up just a hair. Pull that over just a hair. There we go. They're all lined up. Okay, great. So at this point, I'm going to save the project. So File, Save Project As. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to create a new folder called Encrypt, Decrypt Messages, and we're going to just save it in here. Save that as Unit 1, and then the project name, we're going to make that Encrypt, Decrypt, whatever. Sounds good to me, right? So at this point, we're going to change the caption of the form to Encrypt, Decrypt, Secret Messages. And we're going to start doing some work here. So let's grab ourselves a memo. Here's a little memo. We're going to put that here. We're going to go to its lines property. And we're going to erase the pre-made text that's inside of it, copy it, and we're going to paste it down here as well. Okay, so go ahead and maximize these. Make them, at least somewhat presentable, I suppose. And I'm just going to make it practically the full size of the thing. So this is all looking pretty good here, to be honest with you. I'll put that to about right there. Okay, great. That looks great. So now we're going to set the position of this form to the screen center position. So when I run it, you guys, I don't think you can actually see this running, but it runs right here in the center of the screen. So, what we're going to do is, at this point, and I'll show you guys what this looks like once we're done. So, let's go ahead and continue programming. So, we're going to need a codec from Lockbox. So we're gonna need some weed. No, I'm just kidding. That's just a hash. I'm fucking with you guys. So there's a codec, and here's a cryptographic library. We won't need the hash because we're not using hashing or anything like that. So the cryptographic library will assign the codec's cryptographic library to cryptographic library 1. I'm not going to rename these just because who gives a shit, right? The cipher will be, let's make this triple des. We'll just make it AES 256-bit, and then we're going to do the chain mode to CPC, and that will be perfectly fine. So now, whenever the form gets created, the first thing to happen in a Delphi program is when the form gets created, the onCreate event happens. So when you click run or you double click the executable file, the first thing to happen is that the form gets created. So let's go here and let's make a public variable called pass as a string, and then we're going to say self.pass or self.pass. Let me go ahead and try to run this real quick. I forgot to add some stuff in here. Give me just a second here, guys. This is always the most annoying thing. Let's see. So, I have to open up my stuff here. Alright guys, I'm sorry about that. I had to pause my recording for a quick second there. I got everything repaired now, so self.pass will be equal to, and let's just smash the keyboard a little bit, and that'll be the password, okay? And that's the password for encryption and decryption, okay? So we're going to go self.codec1.password is going to be equivalent to self.pass. That's it, done. So this setting up the password for encryption and decryption. Alright, and that's it. We're going to save that. We're going to go back. Okay, so at this point we do have everything set, and now all we really have to do is encrypt stuff. So let's go here. Let's say for this button one-click event procedure, we're going to be encrypting whatever the person typed into this, and we're going to pop it down here, okay, as encrypted text. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to, when we do this, we're going to say self.memo2.clear. So the first thing we're doing is clearing the other text thing. So we're clearing this one down here to nothing. And then we're going to take the text in this, encrypt it in RAM, in memory, and then we're going to shove it down here in this. So we're just prepping it. We're just making this clear. That way nothing is there whenever we do this. So we're clearing out the already could possibly be there in encrypted text. And then we're just going to go down and we're going to say self.codec1.encrypt string, and then we're going to do the plain text to the ciphertext and the encoding type. So plain text is actually going to be self.memo1.text. The ciphertext is going to be something else. So I'm actually going to make a new variable here and call this encrypted text. And we're going to take that and we're going to paste that right here. And we're going to do tencoding.utf8. Okay? And then we're going to say down below self.memo2.lines, or text rather, will be equivalent to the encrypted text. That's it. Should be good to go. Let's try it out. See if we get any errors. I want to go blah blah blah. I'm going to try AAA and then encrypt that. Perfect. It's beautiful. Okay, it works. Okay, so this code is perfectly flawless, guys. So at this point, we're going to just copy this because I'm lazy. And we're going to go to the other button for decrypt message, and we're going to run that. Same code, except this is going to be changing from encrypted to decrypted text. And we're going to take that, and I do believe this is actually a little bit different on this one. You have to actually put this first, and then self.memo2.text is that, and then memo1.clear instead of the other one, and then memo1.text is set to the decrypted text. I'm going to run this real quick, guys. Give me just a moment. I know you guys can't see this just yet. Got a couple errors in that text. Let's go back here and see what we've got to deal with here. We're going to have to just start over with this crap. So we're going to go decrypt. Actually, you know what? I did that all wrong. This is decrypt string. Let's see if that runs. Yeah, it runs. Yeah, I was right all along. Okay, so if I go AAA and then decrypt that, or actually, no, let's go AAA, encrypt the message, and then we're going to erase the AAA, decrypt the message. Oh, beautiful. Wonderful. Works. We're done. Guys, this has been an easy as absolute hell tutorial. So right now, let's go ahead and give it a little gusto. Let's give it a little bit of a skinning option here. That way it doesn't look so crap. And actually, before we even get going on that, I'll tell you what. Let's put an icon on there, because I mean the application itself just looks like trash. Give me just a second here, guys. I know you can't see what I'm doing probably, but I'm looking through some stuff, trying to find a good image for a key here. Let's see here. It's got to be an ICO. Key.icon. I'm going to pause the recording, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back, and we do now have an icon. So let's go ahead and throw that on there. Just go to Properties, go down to, make sure you're selected on Form 1 in the Object Inspector, so you're selected on the form. Go down to Icon and choose the icon, which is going to be a little key. So there you go. Now you've got a little key on there. Pretty cool, right? Now we can go ahead and theme the project. So let's go down to Project Options, and we're going to throw ourselves on here a little skin. So wait for this damn thing to load. Alright, cool. So now we can throw a little skin on there. And honestly, I think there's a lot of stuff on here, guys. But I'll tell you what, we could just go with let's go with, like, so you can click preview and then you can see what they actually look like and stuff. I think we'll just go with carbon. Forget it, might as well, right? So here's carbon. We're going to save that, and then I'm going to release this to the Win32 operating system, and we're going to build that. Now, if we wanted to as well, we could go and change the executable icon. In fact, I'm going to do that now. So the code is done, guys, and again, you can find this on my website. I'm going to be posting this up for grabs for free on my forum. So make sure you check out hackergrounds.com to check it out. And you guys can have the whole project and the skin and all that stuff totally free. So just go check that out. For now, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to be back to show you the final, the final of how this thing runs. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Check in just a few minutes. Actually, before I go, I just want to show you guys how to actually change executable icons in Delphi. So you'll go to Tools, and then you'll go to Options, and then once you're here, we should be able to find the here. It's not actually that. It's going to be Project Options, rather. Sorry about that, guys. So just do Project Options, and then once you're here, we should be able to go to the Application, and icons. Here you go. So this is the default Delphi icon for your executables, which you don't want. You want to change that. So I'm going to change this to the key. And if you don't have the thing properly set up in your folders, it always asks, would you like to add this to your project and copy the icon into your project directory? I'm going to go ahead and click OK and just let it do its thing. Now on this other portion here, this is actually looking for PNGs. So I'm actually going to go and look for a key PNG. So let me see what I can find here. Do believe I have a key somewhere around in here. So I'm going to copy my key to my desktop, and I'm going to put it in my project folder. And there you have it. So now I can load my logos. So I've got a key PNG here, which is the same as the icon, and I'm going to just let that go ahead and do its thing. I'm going to save everything. I'm going to make sure this is on Win32, make sure it's on release mode, right-click build, and that is it. The executable now exists in our folder. So guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to show you how this thing works, okay? Alright guys, so we're at my desktop now, and as you can see we have encrypt, decrypt messages, where this is the project folder I created to save everything. We're going to go inside of this. So I'm going to pull this down here where you guys can see. And we are going to go into Win32, release, and there it is, encrypt, decrypt, exe. So that's the executable file. Let's go ahead and give it a run, shall we? And there you have it. Very cool. So there's our little program, and there's the text to encrypt. We're going to type in Delphi is amazing. There you go, with an exclamation point there. Exclamation mark. Okay, so then we're going to encrypt the message, and this is what it comes out as. So as you can see, we can now erase this and erase this. So if your friend received the message over the internet, he could paste it inside of the encrypted box here and hit decrypt, and there it is. Delphi is amazing. And that's it, guys. That's it for this tutorial. So remember to sign up on hackergrounds.com. I'll be releasing a lot more stuff than this. We're going to be looking into rats, keyloggers, cryptors, all sorts of cool stuff in the future. Maybe even a Delphi training series where I'm going to teach you guys how to actually program in the Delphi programming language. And as you can see, making a program like this literally took if I wouldn't have been doing the tutorial and had all my stuff set up, I could have done it in 35 seconds. I'm not even playing with you. 35 seconds to make this whole thing. So I don't know any other language that can do stuff that fast, but Delphi is for the gods, bro. I'll catch you guys later in the next video. Peace out. Join hackergrounds.com.